Gary, 3-1 defeat here to Blackpool today. First of all, your assessment on the performance?
Yeah, crazy 10 minutes, 15 minutes at the end of the first half where we gifted 3 goals really, and I thought up to that point it was a 50-50 game. I thought we created some good moments. Josh had a brilliant chance, so it was great play. We slid him down the side of the centre half. We had other moments in and around the box. They had chances off the long ball, off set pieces, and then, like I said, we gifted 3 really bad goals at bad times. We then come in 3-0 down and got a mountain to climb, but I said to the players, at the end of the game, I'll take what they did second half every day of the week. The effort, the commitment, the drive to try and get back into the game was there, but the lesson is we can't give the goals that we gave away in that first half. We've done it against Crawley and got away with it, and today we haven't.
What do you think caused that lapse? There's 2 minutes, the 43rd and the 46th minute that we conceded. If we'd have gone in at 1-0, perhaps it was a different game. But what do you think led to us kind of falling like that?
Well, we've got no defender on the pitch, so that's one reason, and that's on me. I picked the team, and we need to get a defender in the building quite clearly. Obviously, with injuries that we have in that area of the park, so we'll be working hard to try and do that. We haven't done it because we are looking for a quality that we think will make us better, and that is difficult to find and then difficult to then get and make happen. So we've had 1 or 2 close misses with real high quality players that I think would make us much better, and we'll keep working to try and fill that. And then I think after the first goal we became a little bit a little bit uncertain. We didn't pass forward. We lost our bravery to play forward passes and to get up on that, and we played back and actually played ourselves into trouble, which led to 2 really poor goals to make it 3-0.
The last thing you needed today was Jack Fitzwater going off with an injury. Is there any update on how he's looking?
Yeah, when you start a game with one recognised centre half on the pitch and he goes down injured with a hamstring, then it's obviously a really difficult situation in that area of the pitch. But we brought Woodsy on at that point and put Jack McMillan back. Then we brought Cech on at half time. Kev Mack felt something in his hamstring, so we got Cech on at half time, and I thought Cech was excellent in the game, and really happy with that. That's a real positive from the day. And yeah, we need to get players back fit and obviously get reinforcements in the building as well.
Finally got pressure. Finally got us back to 3-1, and then there was a penalty incident as well that it looked like a Stonewall penalty.
It looked like a penalty, Scott.
Yeah,
it's an understatement.
To most people in the crowd, but obviously you have to be careful about what you say about referees and everything. But I mean,
yeah, this is the problem where we're not allowed to give our honest opinion. If we do, the FA gives me a large fine, which I'm not willing to pay another large fine. But people's livelihoods are at stake here. This is a huge moment in the game. It's not even nearly a penalty. It is a Stonewall penalty. He's looking right at it, and he has to get that decision right. Now, if he doesn't, then something needs to be done, because if I don't win games of football, something can happen to me. If players don't perform, something happens to them. So there has to be something, because, well, we might get a phone call to apologise. It doesn't help. And I try and speak calmly. Obviously that then gets ratcheted up a few notches as the game goes on, to fourth officials, to linesmen. That's on them as well. This is a team that have to get that decision right. How can you let somebody in your team get that decision wrong when they all know it? Their bench says nothing when we complain. The fourth official says nothing. The linesman says nothing, because they all know it's a penalty. And it happens too often. I don't think it's just on Exeter. I think it's on everyone. And to make the game better, we need to try and make this better. And I hope that doesn't get me in trouble. Does it, Scott?
I wouldn't have thought so. I mean, we'll see. I guess you can take, great spirit from that second half performance, because they really did give it their all. And, that incident aside, could have got themselves back in the game, really.
Yeah, I think so. We were obviously, look, they sit in, they give us possession. But from that position, I felt like we created good moments. We created crossing opportunities. We need to attack those better. It was too easy for the defenders to head it out. We scored a very good goal. We created a penalty situation. I think if we get that, this stadium goes right up, and they have a massive 10 minutes. What should have been more, 4 minutes. I don't know where he gets it from. I don't know what it's made up of, but 4 minutes should have been more. So yeah, the second half, I said to the players, and look, I hate losing football matches. The players hate losing football matches. But I'll take that. I'll take the effort, the commitment, because at 3-0 down, the game was, could have been anything at that point because of how we were playing. And the players reacted, in fairness to them. And we have to try and stick behind, the players, the team, in these difficult moments, because it's not easy. Eh? I just said, like, when you see the teams come out, and in rugby they measure the scrums and they look at the different weights of a scrum. If you put the height and the weight of each team, it's... they were massive, they were bigger, they were stronger. I thought the right back first half was excellent. We have to be clever in how we start to beat him. Second half, we gave him a huge problem because Emmy started dropping, Dimmy started running inside, and we have to beat teams with our brain and by being smart and not just going toe-to-toe with a team that is bigger and stronger. So that is a lesson, I think, from the first half. But second half, we had a really good go, and we have to move on from it. We need to win more games. We know that. But the players are giving everything. We need more players back, and we need fresh faces in the building to give us some impetus going into the last 19 games in a huge FA Cup tie.
You can understand the fans' frustrations at half-time, but they really stuck with the guys in the second half and really tried to help us get back into the game.
Yeah, look, I can understand that they pay money. I would like them to criticise me more than the players. They probably do, if I'm being honest. So that's fine, as long as the criticism isn't on the players, because the players are giving everything. I think they need to understand where we are. I think they need to look at the opposition in terms of that physicality, like I said. And the one area I'd like to see us get better is our aggression and how we... If you're playing against someone bigger, there's two things you have to do. You need to be more aggressive and you need to use your brain. And that's where I think we can learn and get better. But in terms of effort, commitment, trying, I thought the players were excellent. They gave everything. We don't like getting beat. We will assess it, review it, get better from it. But for us to be successful, we all have to stick together. I understand frustration, but it's one thing criticising a lack of effort, a lack of performance. I get that. Just to criticise the outcome, sometimes we have to see the game for what it is. That was never a 3-0 game. We had two really bad moments after our goal that we have to stay with the team as long as we can.
No Kamari Doyle or Ben Purrington in the squad today. Was that for availability or just...?
Team selection, yeah. Through team selection, they kind of missed out.
Cool. Obviously, very quick turnaround back here on Tuesday night to face Leyton Orient, who are in fantastic form at the moment. So I guess it's a case of getting as best the squad you can back together and ready for that game.
Yeah, bring it on. It's football. You have to, like I said, we analyse the game tonight, we review it tomorrow, and we move quickly on to Leyton Orient. The players recover tomorrow, and we prepare Monday, Tuesday for another big game at the stadium where we need to start winning games of football. And with the effort, with the commitment, with some of the play second half, I'm sure we can do that.
Brilliant.